Monday's going to be a big one when Henry Butler meets Beverly Cosham and a lot of other surprises on Monday night. And more of Irving Berlin's song titles. New Music magazine calls them a dash of charisma. I like that. And they're charismatic. And they are known as the Kissing Bandits. They've been captivating disco audiences, and now they're captivating us. Let me go right down the line and start with Mr. Louis Danino. May we ask you who came up with that rather fascinating name, Kissing Bandits, Louis?
We all sat down one day and tried to think of a name. And then we decided, let's just go home and come back the next day. And we threw a name in a hat, and we picked it right out. That was that.
I did that once. I wanted to get a name out of a hat. You know what I named myself? 7 1/8. Ladies and gentlemen, opposite Louis Danino is Mr. Robert Berrios. May we ask you, Mr. Berrios, how you charming gentlemen got together and stuff like that?
Oh, years ago. We've been together almost around, about 12 years, right?
Yeah,
12 years. We started very young. The friendship, all this long.
Let me ask Mr. Gabe Guerrero, were you inspired, Gabe, by any other group at any time?
At any other time, mostly Led Zeppelin, The
Who? Who else?
The Who.
And now you're inspiring other groups, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
How about a little bit on the song we just heard? What was the inspiration?
Well, that was when John and Bob got together and they decided to write a song.
Right.
About Billy Joel's wife.
Right. Louis, what was the real inspiration? What was the one moment you decided to do a song about Billy Joel's wife?
Well, we used to rehearse in a garage, and on the wall were pictures of Christy Brinkley because Bob here used to be obsessed with her and really tried to... So we sat down and we started playing some chords, and all of a sudden the idea about writing a song about Christy Brinkley came into our heads, and that was
I like that word, obsessed. Driven, consumed, right? Would you write a song about Brooke Shields or somebody else someday? Or?
Maybe one of these days, yeah.
Let me ask Mr. Peter Farias. Peter, would you say your appeal is mostly directed toward youth, or could the over 30 and over 40 set enjoy the Kissing Bandits as well?
We would like to reach both, but I would think that the music's mostly geared to the youth.
Louis, you love to rock and roll. I got that feeling, right?
Yes, we love it. That's what we're about.
How about one highlight anecdote of the young career?
A couple of years ago, we played at a Long Island club, and when we got there, we realized it was a biker joint. A bunch of Hell's Angels were there, and the bikes were outside. And when we performed, we were thinking, oh, God, these guys are thinking about they want to listen to heavy metal. And we played, and all of a sudden, the girlfriends got on stage and started dancing, and it was really fun. They really got into the songs and
All
the
I
music.
know is that it's fun for me to sit here, and I feel secure with the Kissing Bandits because I think a couple of them are policemen when not Kissing Bandits. Anyhow,
That's right.
I feel secure. Be right back with a big finale. Stay with us before we kiss bye-bye.
A New Jersey lobbyist can take a public official on a trip and not report it. The law requires reporting only when the lobbyist and public official talk about a bill. The law is impossible to enforce unless someone just happens to be listening. That is why it must be changed. There's nothing wrong with lobbying, but the public has a right to know when lobbyists spend money on public officials. Lobbyists should be required to report this spending.
Young man, how much are these glasses?
$24.95, complete with any frame in the store.
What about these designer frames?
$24.95 complete with normal reading or distance lenses.
With plastic lenses?
$24.95 even with plastic lenses.
What about sunglasses?
$24.95.
Bring your prescription to factory eyeglass outlets. Our selection is constantly changing, but our prices aren't. Complete reading or distance glasses with any frame in the store only.
$24.95.
And bring me back to him, Richard Bay, a man whose finger is on the pulse of the public. His specialty, probing questions and getting the inside scoop of celebrities. When they get together, people are talking. For tickets, call 201-867-TIXX. People are talking. Weekdays at 11 on Channel 9.
I am Phil Simms with the Giants. When I'm on the field, these guys protect me from blitzing linebackers. But when I'm on the road, it's these men and women who protect me and my family.
But we are brand
So tell me, gentlemen, do you prefer like a sort of a long run in one location, or do you prefer sort of traveling gig to gig and discovering new locations, new places to perform? What do you like better, Louie?
Right now, we're playing a lot in the city and the Long Island area, but we are branching out to New Jersey and Boston.
And I read Mississippi.
That's right, we're going to Mississippi in March or April
to finish the album.
To do an album, finish an album.
And the current song is called Mrs. Christie. And to Mrs. Christie and to Mr. America and Mrs. Garden State and the entire countryside, we say the best of everything. And let's follow the career of the Kissing Bandits. Let's do a whole medley one day of kissing songs, like Wonder Is Kissing Her Now, Kissing the Dog. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, it'd be great.
That'd be great.
Let's kiss the audience goodbye. Have a good everything.